when did y'all know this was a cult? Please leave it in the comments below. I think about it now, retrospectively, and I say to myself, I had so many signs and indications that I was on the wrong path, and I ignored them. I ignored my intuition. I ignored my gut feeling, and I regret that. But not in the sense that most people regret things. Sometimes we regret stuff so much, we let it get us down, get us depressed. Everything really happens for a reason. That's what I believe. You may not believe that, and I respect that, because that may not be true. I don't know what's true or not. Shit. They lie to us every day. Who knows what the truth is? All I know is that even before I got baptized, I knew that being a Jehovah's Witness was nothing but a load of bull. It's nothing but a load of BS. Look, I'm trying not to curse. Please like, share, and subscribe. Give it a like if you like that I don't curse so much. But fuck that. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, I had indications before I became baptized that I should not be baptized. I should not be joining this religion. This fly about to die. I can't stand flies. You need to get out. Look, you don't belong here, man. You like Tony Morris, though. You don't belong here, man. Get out. Get out. Go do something else if you don't want to die. Don't bother me if you don't want to die. I'm talking to the fly right now. Anyway, I knew. Let me turn this off. Let me turn this off too. Woo, baby, it's hot. It's okay though. I'm built for the weather. I still wear long sleeves in the summertime. That's irrelevant. I knew this was a cult. Before, I was an unbaptized publisher for a long time. Even when I went to college, I wanted to make that clear, because when I got my degree, I purposefully held off from being baptized because going to college was so stigmatized in Watchtower, and I didn't want to be baptized, go to college, and then get this fellowship for going to college. Like, that was dumb. So I held off. I held off my baptism all the way until I got my degree. And then, like a fool, I got baptized anyway. But even before that time, I knew, man, something ain't right about these people. Like, how do y'all have so much confidence that y'all have the truth? Really? Out of everything that has happened in the course of human history, out of everything that's going on in this world, y'all, the governing body, are for certain that y'all have the one absolute truth in the universe? Something don't sound right. And then, I can't remember the article. I cannot remember what we were studying. But, Watchtower plays shit off. Play stuff off. Excuse my language. Watchtower will play stuff off. I remember, and I can't remember the exact time and what we were studying, but I remember them putting in one of the study articles, it was something we were studying, where they said, God dang, it's hot, man. Woo! Put this AC on. God dang. This sun kicking our ass. Sheesh. But I remember them saying that the way we pronounce Jehovah was not necessarily the proper way to say God's name. Like, Watchtower had tried to be slick. Watchtower slick as a can of oil, baby, to say we don't know how to say God's name. That threw me for a loop. And it threw my mom for a loop. And me, being the fool indoctrinated cult member I was, convinced my mother that we had the truth. But I felt like that's all we had. So I convinced her to stay a Jehovah's Witness. I regret that decision to this day. Because if I knew what I knew now, me and my mama would be out this damn cult. That's neither here nor there. Everything happens for a reason. You cannot just relish on the past because it just brings you down and you can't do nothing else after that. You can't come up from that. But that's one of the first indications I had that this was not true. Y'all don't even know how to really pronounce God's name. That has been hidden. So how can y'all claim to have the truth when you already acknowledge, Watchtower, that Jehovah is not really God's name? That's some stuff for a Catholic monk in the 16th century. Don't quote me on that, because I'm kind of removed from the research. But I remember when I did research it, and I was like, so y'all don't know what God's name is? Y'all don't know. Y'all say y'all got Holy Spirit. Jehovah chose y'all. Y'all Christ brothers. Y'all anointed. Y'all gonna go to heaven. But you don't know what your father's name is? Dang, even if you have a deadbeat daddy, which Jehovah is, a deadbeat daddy, you still know what his name is. God dang. I know what my deadbeat daddy name is. Nigga ain't never been there for me. But I know what his name is, but y'all don't even know his name. But y'all want me to believe your interpretation of the scriptures, and everything y'all say. You don't even know what your daddy name is. That was one of the first indications. The second indication, I was blessed to have a service. He was my book study. He was my group overseer, my book study, and my field service conductor, and he was over the theocratic ministry school. It was a Nigerian brother. The reason why I was able to go serve at the Nigerian Bethel, he's dead now. His soul rest in peace. His soul rest in peace. He was so instrumental to my awakening, and I did not even realize it at the time. But that was my second indication. Because like the last video I mentioned, I wanted to be a lawyer. I talked to him about this. He was the only one I could really talk to stuff like talk about deep stuff about. He told me in field service. I remember this. I remember this like it happened yesterday. I remember him telling me, because I was telling him how I had these scholarships, I had the grades, I had the intellectual aptitude, etc. I had all of that. And I told him, I want to be a lawyer. Like, I want to defend people who have been wronged, but they are being misled by the technicality and the stipulations of the legal system, and there are loopholes to find. I know I can find them and vindicate these truly righteous people. He was the only person, not the governing body, not Watchtower, not Toni Morris, not any of them fools. He was the only one that told me. He said, D. He used to call me D by my first name, Dee. If you go to law school and you volunteer for Watchtower, Watchtower will pay for your legal bills. He told me that in field service, between us knocking on people's doors to give the latest Watchtower and Awake magazines. And I said, what? He said, yeah. So if that's what you want to do it. I thought he was crazy. That man was right. I don't know if he was an informant. He probably was. That's the stuff that plagues my mind to this day. It takes so much brain power and energy for me to put all these pieces together. Anyway, that's another video for another day. But what I'm saying is, there are indications we have before we get baptized, before we become full-fledged Jehovah's Witnesses, that tell us this is not God's real organization. This is a scam. It's a scam. Watchtower is a scam. Okay? They don't want you to believe in yourself, believe in your perspective or your outlook. They just want you to follow them blindly. And now, so when I see those announcements like for lawyers, I'm like, well, damn, that's what I wanted to be. But y'all told me I was foolish, and now that's what y'all need. We all had indications this was not the truth. Took my earring off, goddamn. these cheap ass Asian earrings. Whatever. I still buy them. They're only 99 cents. What you want me to do? It's hard to pass anything up for 99 cents. God damn. But anyway, so that was my second indication. The first one was, okay, we don't really know how to pronounce God's name. We just say Jehovah because it's universally accepted. Yada, yada, yada. The second was this elder who had a high position in the organization to tell me, what you think the organization is not what the organization is. It's a lie. It's a front. It's a facade. Okay. My third indication was after I got baptized. I got baptized after I got my degree. And the reason why I felt pressured is because my family was in it. My mom believed in it. All my aunts and my uncles who were regular pioneers and elders, they believed in it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm trying to think logically, right? I'm like, well, these people been living longer than me, and they telling me this is the best way of life, so why shouldn't I believe them? Like, maybe it's just some stuff I'm missing, so I need to join this organization. I believe these people I love. Listen, you can love somebody and they still be wrong. I'm learning that now. But at the time, I didn't realize that. So I just went along with what they said. My intuition was right. After I got baptized, I cried. But it was not tears of joy. That's what I wanted to believe, because that's what Watchtower told me to believe. That is the narrative Watchtower gave me. But really, when I look back at it, it was tears of sorrow and guilt. Like, no, this ain't it. Go live your life. It's something bigger than this. That was my third indication, but I held it and I swallowed it down. And that's when I really became fat. Like, boy, I was eating and drinking like a mug, because it was so many emotions that I could not unravel. I did not have a solid source to actually go to express those things. And so I just went with what everybody in my circle was doing. But to be honest, please like, share, and subscribe real quick. Please like, share, subscribe, make a comment real quick. Thank you. Thank you. But to be honest, right then, I should have knew I made a mistake. I don't need to belong to this organization. This organization ain't built off truth. If they were built off truth, it would not be so many lawsuits. It would not be so many questions. It would not be so many ill, negative feelings associated with this. And I should have listened to myself. I should have listened to my gut instinct. So I'm just curious, because my little community be lit. Y'all little, but y'all be lit. And I appreciate y'all comments. Thank you so much for commenting. I know who some of y'all are now. I take notes on who be commenting and stuff. I take notes. I'm going to name a few of y'all in the next videos, because I love just hearing back from y'all. But even before we took the plunge, parts of us knew this was not the true way to go. And I just want to hear what y'all experiences are, because that's how we learn. We learn through each other's experiences. Nobody has the absolute truth. We got to put these fragments together to figure out what the hell is really going on. So even before I got baptized, because it took me a long time, I was raised in the truth. It wasn't until after I graduated college. It wasn't until I actually obtained my degree I decided to be a Jehovah's Witness. And it wasn't because it made intellectual sense. It's because it made emotional sense. My family, all of them, were Jehovah's Witnesses. And I wanted to be good with my fam. I wanted to be good with the people that was closest to me, that could help me, that could benefit me, where I could help them and benefit them. It wasn't because it made sense. It just made emotional sense. But it really did make no sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Put it down below. Anyway, I'm going to get off of it. That's all I wanted to say. I don't have nothing extra or deep or whatever. I'm just saying. I got a little congestion. My throat's swollen. I'm all nasally. You probably can hear it in the audio. Let me turn this off. You probably can hear it in the audio. It's all good. I don't care. I'll beat whatever virus, bacteria. I'll beat their ass. You come on if you want to, baby. I believe in my immune system. That's all I'm saying. I ain't scared. And if I die, well, we all die anyway. So what? Like, who you know done live forever? See, that's a lie Watchtower pumped into us. That's not true. We gonna live forever. Who, Sway? Who you know done live forever? Even Jesus died. Even Jesus had to die. So stop. Like I said, another topic for another video. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, please. I want to know, when did you know this was a cult? When did you know this wasn't the real way to life? When did you know this was fraudulent? I would love to hear your experiences. Please leave it below. In the meantime, what I will encourage y'all to do, because this is what I'm doing, go off your intuition. Because that's the only truth you got. Forget what anybody else say. The only truth you got is what you know, feel right, and feel good to you. That's the only thing that counts. Everything else is just what somebody else saying because they're trying to form their own little cult to get your money, time, and attention. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for no Watchtower. The hell out of here. So, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, until next time, peace.